not to state the obvious or anything, but it is exciting having a dedicated gaming room in your own home and a large selection of consoles to play your games on. But there's one dark side of game collecting that not many of us talk about, something that's extremely important, and it makes it entirely possible for us to enjoy these consoles for many years to come. Maintenance. In order to have a large working console collection, you have to take care of it, and when stuff breaks, and inevitably it will, you have to be prepared to fix it. Or just, pay some guy to fix them for you, I guess. So what I thought I'd do is I'd put together a little mini-series, something that I can dip in and out of every now and then over the next few months, where I share the issues that I'm having with my consoles and what I plan to do to repair them. Now we're going to start this off with a repair of my Mega Drive that should be relatively safe, for an issue that isn't critical, but damn, it has annoyed me for such a long time. So hello fellow gamers, and, well, can we fix my Mega Drive? So what's wrong with this Mega Drive? Well, it's not its ability to accept cartridges and play games, I can tell you that. It does that perfectly fine. No, it's the reset button. It simply doesn't work. And it's never worked since the day I got it. And yeah, it's not vital, because I can just turn the console off and turn it back on again. And that's what I've been doing for all of these years. But damn it! I want a working reset button. So let's get on with this. Can we fix this? Alright, let's get the reset switch fixed on my Mega Drive 2. Now, all of the tools that I've got here, hopefully I'm not going to need to use them all, but I've got them all just in case. I've got, of course, my trusted screwdriver set. I've also brought in a can of air. And I've also got isopropanol, 99.9% purity. That's probably the purest I've ever seen on YouTube. That's just to clean out anything on the inside. Also the cotton swabs to help with that. And if it just so happens that I need to replace this switch, then I've got a soldering iron on standby. And of course, I've got about 100 switches here. One of these has got to fit on here. So let's get cracking. But firstly, if we're going to do this, we're going to need to open her up. And already we can see the power switch here has got a bit of gunk on it. We'll clear it out properly once we get the shield off. Okay, let's have a look inside this bad boy. Well, I mean, off the bat, firstly, it does look like it's in pretty darn good nick. A few of these processors have had some scribblings on them. I'm not sure why. I don't know if that's part of the manufacturing process or indeed someone has opened this once before. But yeah, looking at that power switch, ugh, that is filthy. Absolutely disgusting. But we know the power switch isn't the problem. Right, so this here is our reset button. Now the first thing that's been suggested is that we take off this rubber dome that's on top of the reset button, give it a bit of a clean with some isopropanol, and then put that little dome back on and see if that helps. It might just need a clean, for all we know. I mean, given how filthy the power button is, that might just be what we need. So that's what we're going to do first. Now, it has been reported that this is really real pain to put back in. In fact, that feels like it's stuck in, you know? There we go, so there's our little dome. Now how it works is when you press down the reset button, this like rubber contact makes contact to the connections in here, and it completes the circuit and therefore, or breaks the circuit, I forget which way. But nonetheless, the contact of that on there tells it to reset, and it resets. But looking at it, it does look clean enough. I mean, that tip is supposed to be black. When I took my Game Boy apart, the contacts underneath the buttons, they're all black too. That's what they're supposed to be. And this contact on the board here looks clean as well, so it's possible this might not be the case. But we will give it a go. Now, a little trick which I had learned from another YouTuber a few years ago, his name escapes me at the moment, is to, if you want to clean the pads and you want them to work a bit better, you can take them and just gently rub them along a piece of paper. Reason being for that is it will take off any dirt which is on the pad, if there is any dirt or residue, and it will just very gently score it so that the rubber contact has a slightly better surface area, so it has a better chance of connecting to where it's supposed to be connecting on the board. Now, I didn't do that much, but you can see that some of it has been drawn out on this piece of paper, just very faintly, so I haven't done it too hard. I didn't want to get rid of what's left on there. Right, now is the perilous task of trying to put this little rubber dome back on the Switch. Let's see if we can do that. Hopefully with a pair of tweezers this might actually not be too bad, but we'll see.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Okay, so we've gone ahead and done the cardinal sin of removing this to clean the inside. So I might just have to leave it positioned on top when it's assembled, assuming of course that just cleaning it out worked. So what I'll do is I'll test this and see if it actually is working now that it's been cleaned out. If it isn't working, we can save ourselves a lot of hassle trying to put this back on, and then we'll just have to replace the Switch anyway because it's bust. So let's have a look. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Does this work? Yes! Reset button is working again. Nice. Reset. So yeah, that could have gone better, but hey, the reset button is now working. I was quite fortunate that all I needed to do was give it a good old clean, although I was kind of looking forward to warming up the soldering iron and doing a full replacement job on this. Especially since I spent so much time trying to get that little rubber dome thing back onto the button, and it was such a pain. And it's still not on there, it's still just resting on the top. If any of you have tried this and have any tips, leave them in the comments. Still, it works, and that's what's important, so I'd say that's 1 for 1 right now. There are still a few things here that could do with some attention, so I'm going to be doing some more maintenance over the coming months. If you want to see how those turned out, be sure to subscribe. Right, anyway, I think I'm going to go back to playing my Mega Drive because, I fancy playing a little bit of Rocket Knight Adventure tonight. So, thanks very much for watching, please leave a like if you like the video, and I'll catch you all next time.